Trump has these two major problems facing him. One is covering government spending and the debt that we owe. Another is reindustrializing the United States. You laid out why his proposed means of solving these problems strikes you as nuts. If he were not beholden to his political base or to the employers of this country, is there a strategy that you believe he could follow that could solve these problems?
Absolutely. If he weren't who he were, if he were somebody else, reminds me of a wonderful line in one of Woody Allen's films. Somebody asks the Woody character, is there anything you would like? And he says, no, I'm pretty happy. Anything you would want? No, maybe to be somebody else. Yeah, it's a very Woody Allen movie.
Yeah, no, that's great.
If Trump were somebody else, what could he do? But let me be the economist who is also, if you like, the child in the room. In the moment when the child, to everyone's amazement, says something truly profound, as children often do understand, without all of the charades the rest of us learn. So here would be my solution. The United States could easily be interrogated by a good government, by a good Mr. Trump. What are your needs? What are the needs of this country? And by that I mean we need to wean ourselves off of ecologically damaging institutions, procedures, systematically. It's the greening of America that we have fantasized about, that we all know we need. We need to produce food, for example, that is healthy and safe. There shouldn't be two qualities of food, organic and deadly. So if you're poor, you buy deadly because you can't afford the enormous price increase for a proper tomato or a proper banana or a proper hamburger or what it is. Stop all that. Meet the needs of the people. Everybody needs a certain amount of living space. No 25 people to a studio apartment. No homeless people. We need adequate housing, nicely arranged, with land outside for children to play in and for people to congregate socially. Let's build that for our people. And let's do it in a way that meets yet another need, namely the need for people to have meaningful work in their lives that earns them enough money to partake of the healthy food, the socially conscious housing, and all the rest. And let's give them a job that elevates them as a human being and does not demean them. And here's what I mean. A job that is interesting, a job that explores different skills you have, that does not have you do the same work all day long. And it should be in the framework of what is called a worker co-op, so that you and the others working with you, whatever your workplace, a factory, an office, a store, that you work out with your fellow workers what you're going to produce, what technology you're going to use, where you're going to do the work, and what you're going to do with the output that you collectively produce. How are you going to interact with other enterprises and with the larger community? All of that is a process of working it out with your fellow workers in what will come to be known as our community. We can do all of that. We have the materials, We have the land, we have the population, we have the resources, and we are very good technologically as a people. We can solve the problems that will arise in such a system. But they'll be okay to arise because the very process of collectively identifying them and working out their solution will bring us together when we live now in a society that is tearing us apart. And I think that's what a leader would do who wasn't tied down to serving the employer class with everything else. Who cares? When Mr. Trump is done with whatever his version is of policing Washington, all the poor people that will be rousted out of the tent cities they now occupy, they'll go somewhere else. They won't lie down and die. Some of them will be put in prisons where their situation will get worse. Some of them will scatter to the suburbs of Maryland and Virginia and bring their problems with him, because what he's doing in Washington solves nothing. That kind of behavior never has and doesn't now. I'm reminded of a few years ago when that Trump-like person, Rudy Giuliani, was the mayor of New York, and the police, some of them, went around the city chanting, "It's Giuliani time." And Giuliani said, as Trump did yesterday, that the police should do what they have to do. When you do that, you just make the problem worse. You pretend at a solution, but you make the problem worse. And to say to the proposal I just made, "Oh, yeah, that sounds good." Well, if it sounds good, why not try it? What Mr. Biden did for this country, what Mr. Trump did, what Mr. Obama did, look where it's gotten us.